Probably because it's Twitch.
Probably because it's he does stream on Twitch, doesn't he?
Yeah, Twitch has better fucking. They don't get as mad about that. Oh shit! I crashed the server. Fuck.
Did you really? What were you trying to do?
I spawned in about 15,000 TNT in the ground.
I can't believe
Minecraft had their fucking lag fixed for TNT.
No. Oh my gosh.
I couldn't. I remember I got in a single player game once, and I could stare directly at the TNT and it wouldn't crash. Huh. It was perfectly fine. That's fucked up. I want to keep watching that shit. That shit was fucking weird.
I don't know what I can do. What can I do? Oh, I just ear gunked my whole finger up.
Oh fuck! The TNT's still exploding.
Okay, can I put it through like an audio filter? What if I watch it at a slower rate or a faster rate?
I've heard that works for some people. Just be careful, because I think if you keep trying to bypass, if they catch you again, it might fuck you up.
I'm definitely looking for somebody that wants to have a good
Oh yeah. Fuck this.
Oh, I can't show it. I can't show it.
Oh no, you definitely can't show it.
It's worse in 1.75. Oh, it's up for a good second. Whoops. Alright. So I can't show it at all. So I'll get rid of my TV display, and I'll just keep that up. Open wide. What the fuck, bro?
This is some cringy shit.
Can you hear this? Are you watching the stream?
Oh. Server shit itself again.
Did it? I'm trying to connect to it. Should I stop?
Yeah,
oh, it did.
It's basically it's gotta finish loading all the fucking TNT exploding, and then it'll run fine.
Heard. I'm still gonna watch the video.
Send me a link. I need to see this shit.
Copy. Wait, talk real fast.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Okay, yeah, we're good. Just making sure.
Well, server's back up.
Yep,
Can't guarantee for how long, but
I'm positive there's a mommy out there for me. It's just finding her and us cooking.
I think I just loaded another chunk of TNT.
Oh shit! Yeah, you did. Oh damn. Oh, it's back up. It's back. We're good. No, we're not. Oh, we've already seen this one. That was the previous one we watched. Wait to watch that one. No needs more fries than me. Addicted to French fries. That doesn't seem cool though. Let's go back to my strangest addictions. Yeah, here's another one. Addicted to living in as adult baby. My strange addiction. She looks like a kid.
I never finished this one. I think I saw like the last half. I want to see this shit.
The one that I
sent you? Is it the same guy in the second? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it the same guy in the second one?
In the second half of the video? Well, what you mean? The same dude that we were just watching.
The second part.
Oh no. Yeah. There's a second video. It's a woman.
Oh.
I don't know if this is worse or better.
Oh.
I don't think it's either. Did it just shit itself again?
I think that whole chunk is corrupt.
No.
It's way the fuck out in the middle of nowhere, so it's fine.
Okay. And sucking on your pet. Why would you? I don't understand.
It's like 10,000 blocks away from where your base is at in a random direction.
You Gucci. Riley spit. Wait. Okay. Let me read that for the chat. Riley spends nearly 12 hours a day dressed as a baby. That is 4,000 hours in a year. She spends dressed like a baby. She looks like she's in her 28 29. She just like babyfies herself, and so
Oh,
she
he
looks.
goes to the park. He goes
Yeah.
in public. Oh, if he
Yeah,
does it in
wait.
the privacy of his own home, whatever. You do
Well,
you. But
he does go
if
to
you're going to
this.
the park, man.
He does go to the supermarket like an adult. He has instances where he's an adult, but like he goes
Well,
to the
yeah,
park.
I see that,
But
but
you go
like
to the
he's at
park.
the park, like full on acting like a child.
Yeah. Hey, at least he finds that girl, and she seems pretty enthused with him. What does he
Good
do
on
when
her.
he's in there playing by himself? Does she just like? Do you just go into a stranger's home and use their shit while they're acting like a baby? Is that how that works? Is the server up?
Fucking yes.
Okay.
Should be.
Awesome. Oh, you. I'm falling. I'm falling. I'm falling. I'm falling. I'm falling. You need to TP me. Where are you
Where?
at? I am falling at the edge of the fucking earth.
Probably just lagging. That's
Nah,
probably
nah. I
Hold on.
nah.
Disconnect and
You're
I'll TP
right.
you.
You're right.
You're just lagging?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I was gonna
No,
say.
I got scared,
Yeah.
bro. I got scared.
I
You don't know
got
how
you. I was
much
like, I'll
time.
TP you.
Oh man. I
Wait,
also
he's
have
only
Hellbreaker on me.
31. Oh fuck, dude! I thought he was like 40.
Yeah, he looks for you. You see the shit on his eyes? What is that? Bags or like?
Yeah, he looks like a fucking raccoon. Like it looks like he doesn't get a whole lot of sleep.
Server's lagging again. So people like the comfortability of a warm, wet diaper. That's what I just heard.
Oh. Oh god.
Yeah, nah, not me, Chief. That's disgusting.
That's too much. That's fucking.
That's horrible.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I think
right.
I think it's all blown up. I think.
Nope.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm still lagging on my end.
It's loading. It's fixing all the chunks that were exploded. That's
Oh,
why.
I'm back up in the tree that I was knocking down prior. Server closed.
Oh god, fucking damn it! I thought it's almost done. I think it's like the last sixth of the TNT.
Bro, her eyes look crazy. She just like, she went blank for a second and just turned like a century around the room.
Excuse me.
And she cites the reason for wearing the diapers. She wears at least 3 a day. That's 1,000 diapers a year. She puts it on because public restrooms are disgusting.
No, that's a fucking excuse. Don't
Yeah.
even try that shit. No.
Man, you don't even have
You
to
just
sit
fucking
down on the
shit.
toilet.
You just shit your pants and you're trying to justify it.
You're
No,
like, hey,
I'm sorry.
oh, here's her mom. Oh, no, that's her friend. So, okay, her friend has no idea she lives like most of her life as a baby. Oh, she's about to confide in her. Okay, so the friend lives in an opposite town. She's transgender as well. Something I don't want to say didn't look right because I understood her as a female. But there was something up about the facial structure and the eyes.
Alright, I think we're good.
Oh, she's gonna go get changed for her? No. Just tell her. Just tell her I like being a baby. Let her go on her way. Don't make her see you in it.
Oh no, dude.
She called her into the room.
Are all of these people like on the I mean, are they all on the spectrum?
You're on the stream at the moment, by the way. But I don't know if they are. But even if they are, they're high functioning at least.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But he just doesn't act quite right. I don't know.
I can't. My jaw's dropped. I don't know what to say. Her friend is like looking at her crib. And I can't believe I just said looking at her crib as like a 20-something-year-old transgender female is living in a crib. Oh, her friend's happy about it. That's good. See, that's a good friend. That's a good friend, no matter what. Look, you can't get onto them for what they like. Fuck it. Let them be them. But like, whew. She was like, I grew up as a little boy.
Oh,
So I want to grow up
server's
as a little girl.
and set. It's not lagging anymore.
Hell yeah. Okay, okay.
At least I think.
I really glad you told me. Exactly, it's her life. Riley. I want Riley to be Riley. It's not. You're just being you, but like, if it's affecting your actual life, and depending on what your definition of actual life is, then I mean, like, it's fuck it. See, we're living in a society where people want to be like, hey, I want to go dress up as a baby outside, and I want to be myself outside, and that's okay. That is completely okay. But you gotta be able to, like, I don't know, defend yourself, or have someone there that's gonna defend you. What the fuck is that? Ooh, I mean, thanks God. I prayed last night. Oh, look, he's a god. He's got fireworks. No mere human has fireworks. They use it for TNT. As I am. You don't want to know what I have planned, by the way.
Uh-oh.
There's so
he's
much shit.
Oh no. He's about to meet the person.
Oh yeah. Get ready for that part. It's interesting. It's interesting. Zink, if you're still there, sorry for the for the fuck up on the fuck was that? Oh, that's just the tree on the stream. Copyright. Oh wait, I'm about to get copyright struck again.
Why?
Because I didn't make any of that audio fast at all. I just listened to it. I saw that one before. I wanna see the 20-minute videos. Is that a full episode? Is that technically copywriting a full episode?
Nah, I don't know. I'm not gonna say shit.
Okay, I'm sex with my car. My strange addictions. That'll work.
Yo, I've seen that shit.
Yeah.
That dude is fucking tripping.
Yeah, he's fucking tripping.
He is nuts.
Oh, pardon me. Okay, I like it. Wait, is he kissing his car? Bro.
Yes, he is.
Oh my god. A committed relationship with a car. Calls it Chase. Met him in a resale lot. Heard. I felt a connection. That's what he said. I birthed a chicken. God, are you happy?
Yes.
No, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh. Oh, Brayden. My beautiful world.
He's this
What
fucking water. Don't worry, I whirled it. I can just remove it.
What are you doing to my beautiful world, Brayden? Bro. Lookout area for his birthday. Just, he's leaning against them. Because I love you. It goes beyond dates. They get sexual. I can deal with that. He gets sexual, okay. You like getting dirty with it? He goes, I love you, baby. I just rub his cock against it? Okay, heard. Oh my god. Bro, humans are whack. Humans are fucked up.
Oh my god, he's mating her. Jesus fucking Christ.
Like, there's nothing wrong with doing what they're doing. Like, you know, them be them. But, like, holy fuck, bruh.
Why is there a nether portal here? What the fuck? Did you do this?
No. Well, yeah, technically, I spawned it in the nether and I came out over here. Does it have, like, a little overhang?
Yo, this is a fucking dope-ass place for it to spawn.
Right? Right, yo, look, go through the nether portal. Have you seen the castle yet?
Nah.
Bro, go through that nether portal.
Yo.
I am content, Nathaniel, emotion-wise. I think life would be easier if he did change.
Nathaniel's roommate Kim is one of the few people who know the full extent of his love life. I guess the reason I don't tell a lot of people is because I don't know the response I'm going to get. I always worry about that little bit of disgust that somebody may have. But Nathaniel
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
be worried that it may affect my job.
Yeah, what if I just... Oh my god, there's one in my house! Oh, fuck me. Oh my god.
This castle's dope as fuck.
Thank you. You know, my nether portal spawned randomly in the bottom of it.
That's fucking nuts. That is a crazy spawn.
Right, yo, I got so lucky. I really did.
Yeah,
Do
that is
you-
a really good spawn.
You see the nether portal where it's at?
Yeah. Looks, it's in like the perfect fucking spot.
Oh, fuck, I'm about to die. Oh, fuck, I'm about to die.
Oh god, this is making me cringe so fucking hard. I feel like I'm gonna start gagging. Like, actually. I mean, hey, as long as he's happy, dude.
Right,
Good
as long
shit.
as he's happy, like, fuck, I
As long
mean, I
as he's
can't say
happy,
shit.
just leave me the fuck out of it.
Oh, yeah, I
please.
don't want to be in it. I don't,
Please.
as long as you're happy.
Leave me the fuck alone. I don't. If I know anybody like that, I really hope they keep it to themselves.
Yeah, like,
For their sake.
like, I'm your friend. I don't want to, like, nah.
I don't want to think of you any differently, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna think of you differently. You showed me that shit.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, like,
I can't help
I
it.
couldn't
I'm
unsee
really
it.
sorry, but like,
I couldn't unsee it. I really couldn't.
I know. I wouldn't even try. Just wouldn't talk to that person.
I'd be like, you gotta reach out to me. I can't unsee the things that I've seen in my mind, my mental image.
Oh, there's one for mannequins. Jesus fucking Christ, this guy's a psychopath.
Oh man, I'm just running around. Oh my gosh.
Alright, what do you think about playing The Forest next
Oh,
week?
I'd love
Like,
to. Fucking hell yeah.
Saturday and Sunday.
I'd be down.
I have
Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday off, and I'm gonna buy this fucking game, and I'm gonna host a server for it. Swear to God, I will.
Yeah. I don't have the game. That's the problem.
I'll get it for you. I don't give a shit.
What? Nah, bruh. Nah, bruh.
We'll see.
We'll see. I did get a grass block, nice. He came all the way and followed, bitch. Let's see what was he gonna.
Once he left the strict confines of his parents' house, Daniel began experimenting with more raw foods.
It was just a relaxing moment. One of those quiet things where you do it on your own and you're like, wow, this is nice.
Wow, this is nice. I love eating raw foods.
His raw meat cravings several times a week.
Raw meat, bro.
I thought it was just something he was trying out, but then it started progressing.
Yes, sir. I gave you like 30 fucking raw mutton.
Oh no. I was talking about the what I'm watching now.
Daniel took a job as a government analyst.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, he's just eating raw meat. He
Have
likes
you
to eat-
seen the
he's
one
cooking
of the
with it.
fucking girl who eats like drywall and shit?
Yeah, bro. Have you seen the one
Oh
where
my God.
they eat mattress or foam or whatever?
No, I have not.
Yeah, they just eat mattress foam. That's it. That's the story.
Extreme cheapskates. Ooh.
I like bargains, and I always look for the cheapest cut.
Let's see.
I don't think he does any type of preparation for it, washing it whatsoever.
Horrified by the risks Daniel is taking, his brother Brian has begged him to give up raw meat.
Daniel disregards any health advice he gets regarding.
See, at first I thought this was like he doesn't like throwing up, so he only eats like sludge or something. But no. This is way worse. He actually loves eating raw meat. Doesn't kill you, makes you stronger, is what he says.
I fucking guess. Sure.
No, not with bacteria laced meat. That's why you
I
cook it, because
know.
you don't know what it could have.
Tell me this dude ain't eating raw chicken.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everything.
Oh, fuck, man. You're gonna get salmonella for that shit.
Right?
I mean, maybe if you eat enough, maybe you just become immune to salmonella. I mean, shit, if you're getting salmonella poisoning every fucking week.
Asked them to meet him at Daniel's gym in the hopes that a surprise interview.
Oh man, I gotta end the stream. I gotta hop off here in a second.
You good? I'ma hop off.
Eating habits. He likes to consume massive quantities of raw
Alright, I'll see you later, man.
All right, man. You
I'll
have a good
probably hop
night.
on tomorrow.
Hell
You do
yeah.
the same. Peace.
Peace.
Raw meat eating habit is incredibly dangerous. The parasites, the bacteria, sooner or later, if you eat raw meat, you're gonna get sick.
One of the things I'm also concerned about is that, he doesn't have a stable job, so he's buying whatever meat he can get, basically, so it might not be the highest quality. So
Oh
You
man.
could eat carpaccio, you could eat steak tartare if you're choosing very high quality meats prepared by professional chefs. Daniel is going and buying the manager's special, the cheapest, oldest meat.
why don't we go meet him? Okay, let's do it. We're gonna go talk to Daniel. We're gonna confront him about his behaviors. We're gonna figure out if he is willing to accept our help.
Daniel has a disturbing obsession with raw meat that he indulges several times a week.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
His brother Bryant is
Bullshit.
completing a week of
Bullshit.
intense therapy with psychotherapist Dr. Dow and nutritionist JJ Virgin will convince Daniel to change.
Daniel, hi there. What's up?
I'm Dr. Mike Dow.
Mike Dow.
Nice to meet you.
JJ Virgin.
You just saw that too.
Meet you.
Pleasure. I'm just going through my routine, doing my usual thing, and now here comes my brother. These like doctors, and just totally took me by surprise.
Oh, didn't even tell him? Dude, what's going on?
We're here is 'cause I called him about how you
Oh,
like
the
to eat
reason
raw meat.
these people are here
I don't
is
know
because
if
I
you
told
really
on
know
you.
if this can affect your health, so they want to help you.
Oh, okay. I don't think I need help.
Yeah.
I really do hope that they can just strike some chord with Daniel, but I know it's gonna be hard.
What chord, bro?
I'm hearing that you're not convinced at all that this could be dangerous to you.
That's absolutely right.
You're making a joke of all of this that could kill you. What's up with that?
I don't think it's that big of a deal. Driving's more dangerous, I think.
Well, things are a decision. You wouldn't drive on the wrong side of the street.
No.
And I hear a lot of these rationalizations, and all the rationalizations are geared towards you continuing to eat raw meat.
That is correct. Absolutely.
So it sounds like what you need is some information.
Would you be willing to come with us so we can show you a few things and possibly change your mind?
All right, but you got a big chore ahead of you. I'll just say that. It felt like they're talking down to me. It felt like a fight.
Yeah,
Me
it sounded
against
like
eating
it.
people. They were attacking me, not just eating habits.
Yeah. They're like, you're fucked up as a person. You need to stop this. This is dangerous for you, man.
Acknowledge the risks of eating raw meat. Dr.
They're doing it all wrong.
Introduce him to someone who can show him the danger he is facing.
My name is Dr. Mike Carragher. I'm a board-certified family medicine physician. Raw beef is covered with microscopic organisms, viruses, as well as parasites.
Mhm.
They're not visible to the human eye, but nonetheless, they're there.
Gnats.
Your first sign of eating a parasite or a virus or a bacteria could be death, and it's not a nice death.
No, it's not. They're right. They're not wrong.
Can we show some evidence that help you make some changes in your life?
Dumb
I don't know,
bitch.
I really liked it, and I really.
So this is why I built underground. Fuck that shit, man.
Cavalier attitude is defensiveness. Daniel needs to put down his denial.
Why is he gonna put down his fucking shield, bro? You fucked with him.
To
Nah,
determine
y'all
exactly
fucked
what
up.
these consequences entail, Dr. Carragher wants to run some tests on one of Daniel's favorite foods.
This is some ground chopped meat, which we got from your refrigerator.
The test tab will reveal if E. coli is present in the ground beef.
E. coli is incredibly dangerous. It starts with stomach cramps, diarrhea, headaches, fever, bloody stools, but then it can quickly progress to organ failure and death.
While Daniel hasn't experienced the onset of these side effects yet, it doesn't mean they aren't in his future.
We look at the tip of the test strips. If there's any discoloration at all, it means there's a positive test.
Right.
So, looks like our E. coli here has changed in color.
Ooh.
So that's positive E. coli on the ground beef from your refrigerator.
Ooh.
On your chopped meat.
Ooh.
E. coli test today came up positive, but I don't think it's a real biggie because I think my body's naturally made to fight this type of thing. Is there such a thing as the body building up immunity?
No.
Not to E.
Actually,
coli.
you put yourself at higher risk for disease the more raw meat that you eat. The easiest way to prevent oneself from being infected with these bacteria is cooking the meat adequately.
One of the things that's going to make this more real for you is to see what's really going on inside your body.
We're going to take a stool sample, send it off to the lab, and see exactly just what's going on inside your gastrointestinal tract.
It's very likely that Daniel could have the parasite and not even know it.
I didn't know you could place them side by side like that anymore. Right now.
Met with
Anyways.
food specialist, Daniel is still refusing to acknowledge the risks
Yeah,
associated
he
with
is.
eating raw meat.
I haven't died yet.
I haven't died yet.
Dr. Dow wants to speak with him one-on-one to see if he can uncover why Daniel adopted his habit in the first place, starting with his family.
Tell me about your dad.
He's authoritative. He's a military man, just like my grandpa was also a military man.
It sounds like you took a very different path than the rest of the men in your family.
That's true.
How was that for you growing up when you realized that you did not want to go on that path?
I feel like I haven't fulfilled expectations yet.
Let's see.
I still feel kind of disappointed.
Daniel, you talk about yourself with this lens of I'm not good enough.
Yeah, that's right.
It sounds like you really have this need of wanting to figure out who you are, and you want to
actually live the life that is Daniel, not anybody else.
Yeah.
What did you need from your dad that you didn't get?
More support for
Did he blow up my
self
fucking...
exploration, I would say. More support of the arts.
Mm.
Maybe I have some issues about validation from my dad.
Bro, what?
Kind of meeting expectations in life.
Tell me what being a man means to you in your life, Daniel.
It means being proud of what I'm doing.
Am I just
and,
not seeing it?
Making a difference.
If you had all those things in your life,
Wow.
what do you think might
Wow.
happen to eating raw meat?
I wouldn't think about it as much anymore. That was the first time where I realized that eating raw meat, it was about more than just food. He kind of opened that up for me.
Thank you for being so honest with me today.
Well, thanks for asking good questions.
My pleasure. Daniel's raw meat eating is about him not feeling good enough. He doesn't feel very supported in his family. The more we can find things to add to his life where he can get these emotional needs met, the less he will feel the compulsion to engage in these risky behaviors.
Daniel may have a better understanding of why he's been eating raw meat, but he is still skeptical as to why he should give it up. JJ hopes the results of his lab tests will change his mind.
You ready?
Yes. I have no idea what's going on, but in the back of my mind, I'm kind of digging in for another fight.
You do have a parasite.
Just the word parasites is kind of strong, and it stood out there.
We're not sure whether it is something that's, attaching into your small intestinal wall and actually causing problems. Daniel needs to take these tests and go back and see his doctor. He needs to deal with this parasite. We watch for side effects here. We watch for any kind of diarrhea, nausea, headaches, fever. Daniel's attitude did a 180-degree shift as we started to review his test results, and it all became very real to him. One more thing that's of interest on this test, rotting protein that hasn't digested sitting in your gut. Now,
Ooh.
I'm just going to keep eating raw meat. I'm going to tell you, you'll probably start gaining fat more and more because that's a definite thing that it does.
I know it makes me seem shallow, but that is an important part of the argument about the fat and all that.
What do you want to look like?
I want to be a god on earth.
It would never work.
A god on earth.
Okay. The turning point came when JJ told me how eliminating this could improve my life physically.
So that means that the raw meat's going.
Oh man, he's not having a good time.
It just shows you what a big deal vanity is. I sat there and showed Daniel how his raw meat diet could kill him, and he really didn't care. But when I tied it to how he could get a six-pack, boom, he's all in.
Determined to take control of his own life and forget the expectations of his family, Daniel has agreed to give up his dangerous raw meat habit.
There's a very simple fix to Daniel's problem. He just needs to cook his food.
So the first morning, he prepares himself a cooked
I've
breakfast.
set my mind now to eating healthy and cooking my food and doing things right. It's hard to kick a habit.
He's also adopted a new fitness regime to get the adrenaline rush that he used to get from raw meat.
I feel healthy.
After
I feel
4
healthy.
full days without raw meat, Daniel is already noticing a physical difference.
What's making me stay strong is looking in the mirror at my stomach and watching it get flatter. I'm going to hang in there. I'm not thinking about going back to eating raw meat because I've got my eyes on the prize.
Get my eyes on the prize. Good.
Excellent.
Inspired by his session with Dr. Dow, on the 4th day, Daniel decides to focus less on himself and more on helping others.
At this point, what I want Daniel to add to his life are behaviors where he feels like his life has meaning.
So he volunteers at a local soup kitchen.
How you doing?
Oh, one day at a time.
I feel that. I really like being around people and helping people, and I found that really rewarding. It's more deep-seated and not as temporary as eating raw food was. Good morning. Helping other people is definitely a lot healthier than consuming raw food.
But while volunteering has helped Daniel feel better about himself,
I knew it.
to keep the cravings at bay. By the 5th day, it gets to be too much.
I had that craving. I want some meat.
When he gets home, the familiar look and smell are all too enticing.
Oh no,
Water. Look at this thing.
my boy.
I'm not.
Oh. Hey. Hey, I heard searing.
Chewy, disappointing, and I wanted it to taste good. I really did, but just didn't. So I'm cutting through the meat, and I look over, and there's the other half of the meat I bought sitting raw. It's nice and red. It'd be so easy to just go over there and sprinkle a little salt on it. But I just shut myself off from it and just kept sawing through the thing I had in front of me.
My dude's having a troublesome time.
Dr. Dow asks both Daniel and his brother to join him for one final exercise. He wants to make sure Daniel experiences both support and acceptance from his brother so that he can truly accept himself.
Welcome to paintball. Brian is in the military and Daniel is not. And in a lot of ways, Daniel feels like he's not good enough.
Let's do it.
Let's get suited up. I wanted to put them on the same team so that instead of trying to figure out who's better, they can actually feel like brothers. Having that will allow Daniel to go to the next step. He fully accepts and approves of himself. Your brother and me, we're on your team. Good. That's the good news. The bad news is we are playing against 3 professional paintballers.
Ooh.
The game we're playing is capture the flag. When you're on the field, it's one shot, one hit. If you are hit, you're out at that point.
Damn.
Live at 3, 2, 1, game on!
Girl's right there. She's got the flag. Oh. I think I hit her. Ah. All right, I'll provide cover. You run over there. The flag is right there, okay? All right, you okay? Yeah. I saw Bryant giving Daniel support and motivation. So you can do this, and this is our plan. That was the kind of support I wanted to see. You got me? Yeah. Go, go. Go, Dave. Nice work, team.
Well done!
Nice work. Feeling good?
Yeah. It was like a total adrenaline rush. My brother Brian and I definitely bonded over this experience.
We got one last goodbye lunch for the two of you. Final surprise for Daniel and Bryant is a meal together with cooked steak.
Having my brother here is great because I think it takes someone really close to me to be able to get me to make a change. Dang, I don't want to say it, but it feels a little overdone.
So you still have the urge to eat raw meat?
A little bit. I was always not wanting to change my behavior, but doctors came, and I think it's important.
We only want what's best for you, man. We're just trying to keep us all alive. That's about it, man.
Now that I've been through all of this with JJ and Dr. Dow and my brother and everybody,
Oh, Dr.
I don't
Dow.
need raw meat anymore.
How's the food?
That's what I
Hey,
wanted to
Dr.
do.
Dow, the best fact is I'm sharing it with my brother here, not necessarily the meat, but you know, it's the experience of the food. With meat is already an improvement. I'm talking more about the experience and not the food itself.
And you're creating a positive association. Now it's going to be up to you.
That's always the hardest part.
Daniel was living dangerously because he didn't feel accepted by his family. But with the help of the experts and his brother, he now feels supported in his life and no longer needs raw meat.
All right, man. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming out.
A freaky eater is someone who takes an eating habit to the extreme.
22-year-old Josh has an obsession with pizza. Pizza for breakfast, pizza for lunch, pizza for dinner.
I love the pizza.
And it's taking a serious toll on his health. Josh's uncle David is desperate for someone to help.
If it's left unchecked, he is going to kill himself.
Can specialists Mike Dow and JJ Virgin break this dangerous
There we go,
addiction?
there we go, there we go.
This is how much pizza you eat in a year.
In order to save his stomach
This is poisonous to your body.
and his life.
This is incredibly dangerous to your health.
If we do not help him, Josh could die.
Damn, Josh, don't die on us now.
My name is David, and Josh, my nephew, is a freaky eater.
There we go, there we go.
22-year-old Josh eats pizza 3 meals a day.
Good stuff.
A total of 1,800 pounds every single year. 80 times more than the average person.
Josh's pizza consumption is to excess. It's gotten to the point where it's a compulsion. I crave pizza every time I want a meal. Right now, I want pizza. I don't know what made me want it. I just want it.
He'll eat it hot, cold, 1 day old, frozen, microwaved.
Josh's only nutrition comes from the 2,000
Microwave.
cups of white flour, 250 cups of tomato sauce, and 230 pounds of cheese that he eats every year.
God, I love the pizza.
Josh's diet concerns me, scares me really, because I feel like if it's left unchecked, that he is going to kill himself.
When Josh was a child, he ate a variety of foods.
Oh, man.
Joshua was not a picky eater when he was younger. The picky eating didn't start until he actually had money to buy his own food.
Starting in 3rd grade, Josh was able to buy his own lunches, and that's when pizza became a problem.
On Fridays, if you waited till the second bell after the lunch lady had extras, she'd give you an extra big slice of pizza.
Soon, Josh was eating pizza whenever he could get his hands on it, and gradually, other foods disappeared from his diet.
The last time I could remember eating a vegetable was probably 5th grade, when my mom forced me to eat some, and I ate some just to disguise the other hand, grabbing it in the napkin to throw it away.
Oh, damn.
Despite his terrible diet, Josh pushed himself as an athlete, and he excelled in high school volleyball.
Joshua the athlete was actually quite good. During high school, he was MVP, and he helped to coach the teams. And then when he started playing beach volleyball, we saw a lot of great future for him.
It was very exciting to watch him play because he was good at it. And you could just tell he enjoyed it. He beamed, he smiled.
Then, 3 years ago, when Josh was 19, he suddenly became ill.
I was at volleyball practice and I was just running, and then all of a sudden I just had this urge to just vomit. And then it started happening day after day after day after day. And then after a month, it started happening when I was waking up. And it's been going on for 2.5 years. When I wake up in the morning, I have about 10 to 30 minutes of hell.
Oh my god, I couldn't.
My heart will be palpitating. I have about 10 to 30 minutes to throw up. It's like mentally just agonizing, every morning waking up like that.
Josh was passed from doctor to doctor over the course of 3 years. After countless tests and scans, not one could diagnose him. The most they could do was prescribe migraine medication.
Have you actually sat down and told the doctors how much pizza you actually eat every day, every week?
I told him I eat a lot of pizza. I remember that exactly.
Before Josh got sick, he was a young man with a plan. He was in school, he was playing volleyball regularly, and all of his dreams of being a pro volleyball player, finishing school, just absolutely evaporated.
I lost volleyball, I lost so many friends, I lost working out, I lost going to the beach. So there's a deep hole.
Forced to quit the sport that had come to define him, by the age of 20, Josh had lost everything.
I'm done.
His athletic dreams, his friends, and his self-esteem.
Either is good.
You can have it, I don't want it. It has vegetables and stuff in there.
Eventually, he left school and moved in with his grandmother.
He is not eating any vegetables or any fruit. One of these days, I'm going to give up on you.
As he descended deeper and deeper into depression,
Mm-hmm.
Josh ate more and more pizza, his one comfort. He currently eats over 469 pizzas each year, 320 slices every single month.
Ooh.
I forget about my problems when I'm eating pizza. For that moment, I'm not thinking about volleyball. So whatever's going on after I eat that pizza, I like that feeling.
So how much of this pizza do you think you're going to be able to eat?
I'll probably eat my half.
I think for Josh, the amount of pizza that he eats is at the very least, if it does not cause his illness, it aggravates it.
I could answer 100% to my heart of hearts that I do not believe my diet has anything to do with the way that I feel physically. There's way more foods that are way more unhealthy than pizza.
No.
Josh's life is spiraling out of control.
I mean, there's a good bit, but like, pizza's still bad for you, bro. It's junk food. Just call it junk food.
With Josh's health declining by the day, his uncle has finally convinced him to meet with freaky eater specialist Dr. Mike Dow and nutritionist JJ Virgin. Over the next 2 days, they'll attempt to help him break his addiction and get his life back on track.
My uncle's always told me he's concerned with the way I eat. To have him have some other people join it now makes me really realize how concerned he is.
Hi, I'm JJ. I'm a certified nutrition specialist. I've been teaching people how to get healthy for the past 25 years, and I've literally worked with thousands of people from all walks of life.
Josh, Dr. Mike Dow. I'm a licensed psychotherapist with specializations in eating disorders and addictive behaviors. We've heard from your uncle that there's some really serious health stuff going on.
So he brought us in to
All right.
basically change your life.
JJ and I are absolutely the people that are going to get through to Josh. He's already been to doctors. What he needs are people that are going to get to the heart of the matter, how his psychology, how his nutrition, all of these things are impacting the way he feels, the way he eats. It sounds like there's a lot of people in your family who are very worried about you. Are you worried about that?
Yeah.
Are you ready to do something about it?
I think I'm at a point now.
Alright. I just want to finish this, or if not, I'll be done.
Look, I'm kind of apprehensive if they're trying to make a link between my illness and the way I eat. I'm not sure that's connected, but I am definitely willing to hear what they had to say.
Josh refuses to believe that his all-pizza diet is responsible for the mysterious illness that has destroyed his life.
I lost volleyball, I lost so many friends. There's a deep hole.
Freaky eater specialist Dr. Mike Dow and JJ Virgin are hoping that some shock therapy will open Josh's eyes to the effect of his disastrous diet.
So Josh, this is how much pizza you eat in a year. 469 boxes.
You look shocked. Yeah.
In this box, white flour, sugary sauce, cheese, salt. The amount you are getting in a year, 230 pounds of cheese. That's loaded with saturated fat. Nearly 2,000 pounds of white flour.
Damn.
Back to diabetes and disease right there.
I'm beyond myself.
Shock therapy is really realizing the amount of detrimental stuff you are putting in your body. Seeing it, presenting it, helps the patient say, wow, this is what I'm doing to myself.
We've got one more thing we need to show you. This here represents fat in those 469 pieces. This is 80 pounds of the baddest fat of all. Trans fat, saturated fat. Consuming this amount of this type of fat is going to give you heart disease or cancer or diabetes. It's just a matter, Josh, of which one's going to get you first.
It looked like vomit. It really hit me. That like what I was putting into my body could possibly be like what I was throwing up.
I want you to actually feel what it is like to choose to put this in your body. And we are going to ask you to pour all of this fat into that vat.
Just pour it in there?
Yep.
Oh shit. Oh, where the fuck am I going? I keep going down there.
The dectin is your body and your veins. What does that mean?
Probably heart attack.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I could have had a heart attack.
What I want to ask you to do is to pick up that silver vat of fat, and I want you to hold it for as long as you can.
I knew something didn't look right.
How does that feel?
It's heavy.
Heavy? When it's ready to go, I just want you to drop it.
It definitely felt good to throw the fat and be able to do it and get it away from me as far as possible.
Now, there's one more thing. We've arranged to get some blood tests done because we really need to see what kind of damage you've caused with your 469 pizzas a year. So we're going to go out and get those now.
All right.
Okay.
Before the lab results come back, Dr. Dow wants to get to the root of Josh's addiction to pizza by bringing him to the place that triggered his downward spiral.
It's been a while since you picked up one of these, huh?
Yeah.
Tell me about how you got into volleyball.
My mom actually forced me to play. She said that we all had to be two-sport athletes in high school.
Did you want to play volleyball?
Once I started playing and I saw that I had promise, I realized that maybe this is a way that I could kind of show them that I could accomplish something, be good at something.
If you were talking to your mom at that time, what was it that you needed from her that you didn't get?
The approval, in my eyes, I don't think I was still on the track to be getting that approval.
You needed their approval.
Yeah.
In assessing Josh's self-worth, he didn't have
Oh, damn it.
that made him feel good enough about himself like he did when he was an athlete. When he stopped getting that, he turned to cheese pizza. So he used this object, this food, to get things that he was not getting in his life. When you started playing volleyball, this was actually something that made you feel really good about yourself.
Yeah.
And then tell me about pizza coming in.
Once I lost volleyball, that's when I started to realize I didn't have control over anything anymore.
So there were some things going on in your life that you were not in control of.
I think it all just kind of started once the sickness happened.
Yeah.
Once I wasn't able to play volleyball anymore, it all kind of just crumbled away.
Yeah.
And then I was just desperately grasping for something.
And you didn't have anything else, so you gravitated towards pizza. So everything in the way you felt, the way you thought, was, I can't control that, but I can control this.
Yeah.
We have to figure out what are the things in your life that you can start to feel good about.
Not until today did I ever start to really make the connection between what I was eating and why I was eating it. Before, it was nothing more than I'm hungry and I feel like eating pizza. Now I'm starting to think maybe it's more.
Ready to take the next step?
Yeah.
Josh has been grappling with a mysterious illness for the past 3 years.
I'll have a massive headache, my heart will be palpitating, and then I have about 10 to 30 minutes to throw up.
Determined to find the answer behind his illness, JJ arranged for Josh to have specialized testing to look for a link between his physical condition and his diet.
I just got the
Do not have any iron. What? Bullshit.
Food allergies, right? So there's food allergies, and that's like when you eat a peanut and your throat closes up. And then there's another type of response. It's an immune response called a delayed food sensitivity. This is very different. This happens because you eat the same food over and over and over and over again. And when you do that, your body can actually start to become sensitive to it and starts to have a toxic response to it. But worse than that, your body actually craves it. So you eat it, and the reaction to it's delayed. You might eat it, and 8 hours later, you start to feel worse. So you don't directly tie it to the food, but your body starts to create an immune response that makes you crave the very food that's hurting you. So what do you think, hearing that? What do you think you probably are reacting to?
The pizza. Or the cheese or something that's in there.
Bingo. See these greater than 2,000? That's a huge response. See how you're written severe?
Wow.
The dairy. That's toxic for you.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
It's just exactly like poison. This is poisonous to your body. The type of lab tests that we're looking at now are very different. They aren't done traditionally by doctors, and so they've been missed.
I'm overwhelmed with emotion right now. I don't even know what to think. I would have bet any amount of money that my diet had nothing to do with my sickness. And now I know my diet was my sickness, and it changes everything. It took 3 years, and now it's just finally we have an answer.
All of it's fixed with food.
Damn, it's hard. I gotta do what I gotta do, you know.
Josh now faces the daunting task of removing pizza from his diet completely, but JJ and Dr. Dow have a plan to keep him on track.
So what I did was put together a menu to make this, again, simple for you, okay? And so I laid out some breakfast for you. They're going to be things that you've been eating already, okay, with a healthy twist. I've created a menu plan for Josh that's going to be a bit of a challenge. What I tried to do was take things that he was already eating or already familiar with and then put a challenge in there, like vegetables.
The homework on me. That is,
I'm gonna turn off this.
so that you can get your needs met in your relationships that are important to you. Josh's homework is a combination of the nutritional plan put together by JJ, and he's going to be improving his life by spending time with his family, improving his relationships. Are these homework assignments something that you are clear about?
They're very clear. I'm going to do them.
Okay.
Going cold turkey is hard because dairy is in every single food Josh loves. But also, when he stops eating it, his body is going to scream. He's going to crave it so much.
Coming up, Josh tries to adapt to a pizza-free diet, but will the temptation prove too much?
You could tell that he wanted to take a bite.
It hurts.
Dr. Dow and JJ have given Josh the tools to conquer his addiction, but now the true test is managing it on his own.
The first couple days that Josh makes this change are going to be brutal, but within a week, he's going to feel like a new man. That fatigue, the headaches, they'll be gone.
It's Josh's first full day without pizza in 3 years. And as JJ predicted, his body is suffering the effects of withdrawal.
It's all tough right now. You know, no dairy whatsoever, no sugar. I do not feel physically strong. I'm always hungry.
The following day, Josh takes Dr. Dow's advice and spends some time with his siblings for emotional support.
Brother,
What's up?
I brought you some food.
But each meal without pizza is a struggle.
Right now, every time I have a meal, my body's wishing I had cheese on it. I just miss the taste of pizza, really. Nothing I've been eating tastes that good. Emotionally, it's draining, thinking about every meal and what I used to be able to eat and what I can eat now, and having to try to eat all these vegetables. It's really frustrating. I'm really agitated. Eating vegetables every day sucks.
It's Josh's third day without pizza, and physically, he's feeling much better. But he also finds himself surrounded by temptations.
You know, I went down the aisle where I usually get pizza, and it was just like, everything looked so appealing. I took
Oh, man.
extreme self-control on the third day. So, 3 days, I think, is pushing it.
Finally, on day 5, JJ and Dr. Dow feel Josh is ready for his toughest challenge yet, an Italian dinner without pizza.
Josh has made major changes in his diet, and this is no easy task. What may be even more difficult for Josh is resisting temptation in real-life situations.
What Josh doesn't know is that his entire family is waiting to join him.
How you doing? I was very surprised to see my whole family sitting there. I was kind of nervous. Looking at that menu, I realized I'd never looked at a menu before. I can't be ignorant. You know, I might need to eat some things I'm not going to enjoy just to reap benefits.
Hi, Maria. Didn't you order tonight? Well, we looked at that menu and I thought there's nothing on here that he's eaten in the last 10 years. What is he going to pick?
I guess I'm going to be and clams the harissa. Clams.
Love it. Amazing.
I never thought I'd see the day where we'd go out to dinner and Josh would order anything other than pizza. I was shocked.
Can I get the classic margarita pizza?
It hurts.
I was actually very glad that Josh's brother ordered pizza because those real-life behavioral triggers, when somebody's going to have the pizza, that's what Josh needs to experience.
And I could smell the pizza, I could smell the bread, I could smell the cheese. It was tough.
Damn, boy. Bet it was.
Very good. Very good.
Yes.
I can't bring myself to believe that this is actually it. As every day that goes by and he feels better, my confidence grows.
Thank you.
Graduating to good health.
I don't think words can express, you know, how grateful I am.
With just a few small changes to his diet, Josh has gone from someone with nothing to live for, no school, no career, and no future, to someone who has hope and a clear path to getting his life back.
I'm feeling less nauseous. I feel like I'm thinking more clearly. I feel like I stared death in the face and I made a choice, and now I'm starting over. And I have the potential to be bigger, better, and stronger than I was before. I can't believe that, you know, through all of this, pizza was my enemy.
19-year-old Erin Saunders might seem like your average teenager. But behind closed doors, he struggles with a dark and debilitating problem. Erin is addicted to Yorkshire puddings. He chomps his way through a dozen a day. Since the age of 5, he hasn't been able to stomach much else.
The fact I don't eat much more than a toddler does, it kind of makes me feel quite embarrassed.
But at least he's now eating something.
Aaron was on powdered milk from birth until he was about 5.
Where this freaky eating comes from is anyone's guess, but Erin's mum has her theory.
He's an alien from outer space. hospital and whipped him away. Never met anybody else like her.
Weighing in at just 8.5 stone, not surprisingly, this pudding diet is starting to take its toll.
Aaron is not getting enough vitamins and things like you get very tired.
And with his weight continuing to drop, it could soon become a matter of life or puddings for Aaron.
Life for puddings. Ah, funny. You did a funny. Alright, I need to hop off here soon. Not real soon.
To beat his food freakiness will be the job of our experts. Nutritionist Charlotte Watts will attempt to move his kiddie palate onto grown-up foods.
Oh, no, instantaneous.
Psychologist Felix Economachus will have his work cut out tackling Aaron's food fears.
I think you just don't want to go somewhere because you're associated with something really negative.
And his lack of commitment to changing.
If you don't cooperate, can't do it.
But with just 4 weeks to work on their youngest and most extreme case yet, can Aaron grow up nutritionally and kick the puddings for good?
I guess I'm gradually losing confidence. It's easier said than done.
Oh, bro.
19-year-old Aaron Saunders lives with his mum and dad in Norwich. After dropping out of school with no qualifications, he recently started his first job as a receptionist at a local maintenance firm. Aaron grew up as an only child. And whilst he may be taking his first steps into adulthood, when it comes to his eating habits, he's got a lot of growing up to do. Aaron survives on Yorkshire puddings, but eating over a dozen a day isn't something he actually likes.
The reason I eat Yorkshire puddings is because I can tolerate them. I don't really enjoy them, but that's something I can eat and that my mouth accepts.
He may be 19, but Aaron's diet has hardly progressed since he was a toddler, when his parents first noticed his freaky eating.
I was on the baby formula till I was about 5 or 6.
He would not eat baby food. He would put it in his mouth and then spit it out at you.
We had expert advice and they just said, well, as long as he's healthy, he's fine, he's sleeping well, let him have just that.
Go and eat these.
His family may be used to it, but Holly, Aaron's girlfriend of 2 years, finds it hard to handle.
Aaron's eating habits really do frustrate me and make me feel awkward. You know, one day I just like saw him eating like 12 Yorkshire puddings on a plate, and you just sort of think, whoa, that's really weird.
Enjoying that?
Aaron doesn't get all his nutrients from his beloved Yorkshire puddings. There are a few other foods he will eat.
Chips, crisps, chocolate.
I heard.
Also butter-based.
And pancakes.
Pancakes, dope.
Being freaky about what he'll eat, Aaron's also developed a complicated set of rules about where he'll eat too.
I can't really eat my main meals like Yorkshire puddings and pancakes anywhere other than my own house because they'll taste different, I think.
There's something about him.
You think? You don't even know?
He's in his own sort of, he's in much more control. He's got all of his own stuff.
But even at home, there are rules. Mum and Dad eat at the table, while Aaron insists on munching his 12 Yorkshire puds in solitude upstairs.
I'll eat them whilst I'm playing a computer game or watching a television show, and then it takes my mind off of the fact I'm eating food, and it makes it easier to eat the same stuff over and over if I'm ignoring it, basically.
Ironically, all Aaron wants.
Bro, no. It's a simple life.
It would be quite daunting in a way. All the different tastes and that would get quite confusing. I'll just gag, and it's not good. Possibly a sprout. I'm not sure. Looks like a tree.
Aaron's loved ones are worried about what his diet is
Yeah.
doing to his health.
It's doing some bad shit.
That he's got to die in the end because he's just not having all the vitamins.
I do notice things about Aaron, like his tiredness.
I'll turn to the caffeine pills just to give me that extra boost in the morning so I can actually do anything.
He's
Damn.
Ever since I've first known him, he has lost a lot of weight.
I'm just eating to live, and it's such a problem. And I'm so bored of it by now, and it needs to change.
My boy's not having a good time.
Today, Aaron has a date with Dietary Destiny. Psychologist Felix and nutritionist Charlotte have just 4 weeks to bring Aaron's bizarre eating habits back down to earth.
Hi, Aaron.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Felix. This is Charlotte.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Before they can begin their work, Charlotte and Felix want Aaron to hear a few home truths he may never have heard before.
And what I'd like to do, Aaron, is really listen to the comments here, take it on board, and then we'll catch up with you after you've seen it.
Okay.
All right, see you soon.
Bro's not about to have a good time.
Mum here, we've tried so hard. When you were younger, trying to give you things.
It really does worry me about what the future is going to hold for us and for you yourself.
Hi, Aaron. Dad here. I'd really, really love to see you eat, if not a proper meal, just a few different things so that I know that you would be happier in yourself.
Just imagine if we could go out and have a meal together. you won't be sitting there with an empty plate. People won't be looking at you like you've got something wrong with you.
Sometimes I
Why would you be looking at someone wrong like that? What?
clock back, it would be
That don't make
a lot
sense.
better.
I'm really scared that your eating issues are going to affect you when you're older and cause problems. And you could have heart failure, and then I'd be left by myself just thinking, why wasn't something done about it when you were young enough? So please, if we could just get through this together, that would be really great. I love you guys, and I'll support you all the way through.
Aww.
What was that like for you to hear those comments?
It was quite difficult. I mean, we don't really talk about stuff like that face to face, so it's good to hear that they're behind me all the way. Because when they usually talk to me, it sounds like they're just nagging me, and I feel like I just want to get out there and not talk to them.
Was there anyone in there who particularly moved you?
Yeah, Holly at the end, where she said that if she was by herself, it really means I've got to change.
It's good that you've had that kind of response.
I really need you to give it your all.
Yeah.
Are you ready to start then?
Yep.
Okay, let's go. Felix and Charlotte have organised a nutritional wake-up call for Erin that may be hard to swallow.
So what you
Maybe hard to swallow.
That's quite crazy, actually.
Oh, good. I'm glad you had that reaction.
Yeah.
This is not just a representation of the kind of things you eat. This is actually the only thing you eat.
Yeah.
Aaron, I don't know what scares me more. How little you eat or what you actually eat.
Your staple diet for the year is this 1,872 Yorkshire puddings.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of Yorkshire puddings, but it's not really a lot of food.
No. And it's just like, it reminds me how boring it is just to eat it every day.
Yes, absolutely. It looks amazingly bland. And it also kind of looks bland nutritionally.
Yeah.
And it's not just the 1,872 puddings that's a worry. If we come over here, I think this really helps to illustrate, because this slop is what the Yorkshire puddings are made from.
It looks like someone just emptied the rest of the plate into a bin or something.
From my point of view, your saving grace here is that there's eggs and milk in here. At least you're getting some B vitamins. On top of this paddling pool of pancake mix, Erin also chomps his way through 730 bags of crisps a year. This is the start of kind of quite a few disease processes, so this is why it's so crucial for us to stop this now.
There we go. That looks good.
There is the chocolate. At least it's not yellow. Saving grace. But this is 416 bars of chocolate. When you look at this diet in its entirety, what's your feeling when you see other people's diets and just making a comparison?
It's actually quite disturbing because there's so little here.
Right now you're suffering double whammy. You eat too little and you eat the wrong kind of stuff.
It's almost as if you're at a stage where you're not feeling your body can handle full adult food.
No.
Into a mode where
Oh.
you're moving onto an adult diet.
Oh.
It just makes me
Oh.
sick. So it is quite disturbing to see it all just right in front of me.
So bearing this in mind, what is it that you want to achieve at the end of the 4 weeks?
I think I'd like a more varied diet and not be so bored of food, really.
Brilliant, okay.
I'm really worried about Aaron. He's certainly the most severe case we've come across, and I feel his actual life is on the line.
I really need him to be that shocked because he's got an enormous amount of changing to do, just staggeringly huge mountain to climb. From my point of view, what to do, we've got to start from the beginning. Erin has a mammoth task ahead, but helping him to batter his freaky eating into submission won't be easy for girlfriend Holly either.
And I do love Aaron, but sometimes it is really, really hard to sort of think to yourself, can I carry on with this? Am I going to put up with this anymore? When I'm with him, I just learn to blank it out. I just completely ignore it as much as I can, because otherwise I think I'd just go crazy. I wouldn't have been able to stay with him if I didn't learn to blank it out, I don't think.
It's quite complicated. It's not just going to be me, training myself to eat new food. It's going to be a lot more than just 4 weeks and then I'm fine. I'm like everyone else.
Aaron's diet isn't just dull, it's dangerous. Charlotte wants to find out what damage he may be doing to his health. Dr. Pixie McKenna is a GP who specialises in eating disorders. Charlotte's brought Aaron to her clinic.
I've spent the last few weeks just going through your medical history and having a look at those blood tests that you kindly had done for us. And there's quite a lot to worry about you. The big thing that strikes me, thinking about your symptoms and how you feel, because you're feeling quite tired, aren't you? And quite...
Yeah, kind of exhausted. Yeah.
I think that your blood sugar levels, as shown in your blood test, are actually dropping during the day. Typically, you will feel very tired because glucose is it's basically your fuel.
We really crucially need you to get onto food sources that sustain energy. And one of the most important things for that is to have breakfast. When blood sugar levels fall below normal, it's known as hypoglycemia, which in plain English means undersweet blood. The brain is one of the first organs affected from the lack of glucose it needs for fuel, leaving you feeling weak, tired, irritable, and trembly. Eating foods that release sugar slowly, such as oats, berries, and bananas, is the best way to provide a constant level of energy to your body and your brain.
That works. Okay, we're good. Awesome, all good.
How tall are you?
About 5'9".
Okay. Are you familiar with this thing called body mass BMI, which is the ratio of your weight to your height?
Yeah.
And in a healthy male, we would like that to be over 20.
Yeah.
Now yours is coming in at under 18.
Your body's in a bit of a kind of starvation state.
Yeah. So it's going to start using up other sources of energy.
And you don't want it to kind of start wasting muscle away. So it starts using protein for fuel, because that's the point where it's very, very hard to build it up again.
I mean, I would like to look a lot, I would say bulkier. I know I look thin. I don't look slim. I look, like a stick.
Are you worried about what you see?
I don't like what I see.
So you would be happier if you looked healthier?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think at the moment you're like a house plant with no plant food and no water, and we want you to blossom.
Yeah.
I was really taken aback when I met Aaron because he looked sick, and I hope that the simple suggestions we gave to him about how he can change things now and ultimately feel better and look better, he's taken on board.
I did like the way that she went for saying how it could be if I did eat, as opposed to saying how it will be if I don't eat. They done it in a way that appealed to me.
With no time to waste, Charlotte sends Erin home with a homework hamper filled with tasks for the week ahead. And it starts with something to get those blood sugar levels up.
Breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Alrighty.
Fruit or one type of breakfast food.
I think we're good now.
Be of nutritious value. Enjoy. I don't think anything looks appealing. I don't think I'm at a point where I'll enjoy food.
That's a healthy breakfast for mine.
Guess I've kind of gotten everything I need for this, and now I need to just go away and think, process it all in my head.
Breakfast is a scary prospect, and it doesn't take long before Erin needs to make rules in order to cope.
The rule of one nutritious thing a day is limiting me a bit. I mean, I'd rather have the choice of being able to eat new thing a day or not trying one new thing a day.
I know you feel pressured, but the fact that you're trying to make rules for it, then just something that you find comfortable with food, is that part of your control?
I suppose so, yeah. I think we're going to start Monday. I just think that's the start of the week. That'd be a good time to start.
For me, it is hard to see Aaron eating a full meal in a couple of weeks' time. After all these years of him just eating Yorkshire puddings, it's so hard to see that he's going to be able to try all the new things you can possibly have in a meal. I haven't given up on him.
With his homework hamper on hold, the following morning, Erin heads off for his first one-on-one with Charlotte. This exercise today is really about me finding out where Aaron is, him understanding his own relationship with food, and between those two things, really finding out how we can move them forward.
Alrighty.
How's this looking to you?
That was right here.
I'm quite nervous at the moment. There seems to be a lot of things that aren't consistent.
Oh, I see. You're uniform.
Yeah.
For instance, all of your Yorkshire puddings look the same, so you feel safe within boundaries.
Yeah.
Do you eat nuts at all? Have you ever eaten nuts?
No, they just don't look appealing whatsoever. They don't look like food, I suppose. I guess I'm trying to think of like a procedure I'd have to go through before I try it.
Oh, you're trying to make some more rules around trying new things.
Yeah.
Are you feeling real resistance here?
I know in my head what's the worst that can happen.
Yeah.
But it's still something I wouldn't enjoy doing.
Oh man, this is it. It's my last two raw. It's almost done, and I'll be good.
What happened? What was the bit where you suddenly?
I mushed it and then I'd get a hard bit again.
Unlike something like the Yorkshire pudding, where the whole thing just goes really quickly. After a little success with the nuts, Charlotte hopes fruit might be easier to swallow. That's pear and that's apple.
Ugh, that's really horrible.
In which way?
Slimy, leaving residue on my tongue. I guess in my head it doesn't feel right. I guess it's to do with the fact that nothing else I eat is anything like it.
Charlotte's going nowhere fast, but makes a last-ditch attempt to get Erin to combine foods, something he's never done before. How does the idea of putting two things in your mouth at once feel to you?
If I did have two things, I'd have to enjoy the things separately beforehand.
Okay. See, I'd say carrot dipped in a bit of soft cheese. Do you want to taste a bit of the cheese first?
That would be easy.
Okay, yeah.
to. Like I'm thinking in my head, come on, but I can't. I don't know why.
Oh no, instantaneous. All the food in front of you are important to try and consider as part of a diet that we need to work you towards. This is something you need to start doing yourself. You know, I'm not going to be there at home to kind of sit here and go, are you ready to do that?
I think so, yeah.
What I learned from Aaron today is that he is a very extreme case. He's incredibly systematic in his approach, and it's very much applied around his old rules. And he needs to let go of those a bit. Unfortunately, that's not really going to work here.
It's really hard for me to explain, and I don't even understand all the rules myself. But it's almost like I have to break everything down into logic before I can even attempt to try anything new.
Whew.
It's Monday morning, and Aaron's up early to tackle Charlotte's homework task, music. This will be the first time he's ever attempted to eat a proper breakfast.
Not sure how well I'll fare here. It's quite hard to map out my routine. It's just I have to think about things quite a bit before I try. If there's anything in life that, for me, that translates to how hard I find it to try food, I don't think I should have put so much in the bowl. No. I kind of panicked when it didn't go down with the milk, so I'm not chewing. I figured it was not chewable stuff. No.
With Aaron still struggling to get his head around his homework task, Felix wants to uncover what lies
Bro,
beneath
2 of them
his
died.
eating problems.
Where do you feel this developed? This idea of you can only eat certain foods and then nothing else?
I think I've been like it ever since I was born.
Right. So up to what age were you still just drinking formula milk?
Probably about the age of 6.
Right, wow. That is obviously a long time.
Yeah, they said they went to the doctor about it. Why am I still on milk?
Right.
And the doctor just said, oh, he'll grow out of it eventually. And I think they just took that on board, and then that was the big mistake.
Okay. When you think of Dad, what are the first 3 adjectives that come to mind?
I see him as a bit clumsy and a bit foolish, I think.
And when you think of Mum?
She's a bit overcaring.
How is she overcaring?
Well, she just kind of hassles me all the time about it. What have you eaten? What have you had today? What are you going to eat later? And I just get, tired of it.
So the way to not help you is to nag you, right? As soon as someone nags you, you go the other way and you resist.
Yeah, I feel pressured about it.
So from an early age, you got your way with food and then eating on your own.
Alrighty, that's it. This is the build for now.
Meal times and chatting and conversing. And also, you wouldn't necessarily see your parents as parents as leaders. It's more like you.
I feel like.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I really am that close to any of my family.
Right. And that seems to be partly out of choice, does it?
I suppose so. It just seems awkward to try and step up the communication.
Do you have any ideas about why that might be?
I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that I felt like they were hassling me a lot about my eating and stuff.
All right.
I just kept, shouting at them for it and stuff.
Because, it seems unusual just that most of us seek some kind of closeness, at least until we're teenagers, then we want to break away. So for it to happen at such a young age, it's kind of interesting. It's intriguing for me.
Aaron seems to be
I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that.
with his family in much the same way he does with his food. So in order for him to progress and for me to help him overcome these barriers, I need to work with him to discover further what triggered these food problems in the first place.
Yeah, I really wasn't sure why Felix asked me all these questions about my family. I don't think it made much sense, and I don't think it was very relevant, and I'm not really sure what to make of that session as a whole.
The next morning, Holly is up early with Aaron to help him with his second attempt at tackling breakfast cereal. But before long, he's back to his old trick, putting things off.
What are you going to do when I'm not here and you've got to eat something? Why don't you do it now while I'm here? Then at least you've got some sort of help.
I suppose if I was going to try anything, it would be the clothes. I'm going to go put my phone on charge. It's not bad.
No matter how much trying, he doesn't seem to see it as encouragement. He just takes it straight away as pressure, and it's annoying because I have to keep doing it and just do it.
Sensing Holly's frustration, Aaron finally relents and gets his oats in the microwave.
stressing me out because it'll go cold if I don't eat it, because I'm worried about it going cold. That pushes me away from it more.
Yeah.
It's too complicated.
How is it complicated?
Too bitchy.
It's cereal. It's just cereal.
It's not though. It's not milk and solid. It's mush and more mush. Because I'm annoyed at myself for not being able to try it. Because it should be so easy, but it's so not.
I really don't know what's best for Aaron now. At one point he was quite close to tears, and it's a real shame because he seemed so positive about it to start off with. I felt quite bad for him. Because
Alrighty, we're enough to stream. Y'all have a good night. 3 a.m. is the end point here.
left me thinking, is he going to change his
Whew.
mind about